I didn't know what time it was. I thought we were out there for so long, then not long enough.
See, this is why we can't be a camping family. We're so thrown off by the time. Like what day is it? At what hour is it? And have we slept? And what is this crawling on my leg?
What's up, everybody?
Howdy ho, Winslow.
Every time it's a new thing for you.
And I never know what's going to come out until it's coming out.
Well,
what a good show.
What a good. Oh yeah, is that Family Matters? Is it Family Matters? Carl Winslow? Did I get it right?
How is that a question?
Well, I just was making sure. I didn't want to be looking like a crazy person up here.
Yes.
Is that? Oh, it's
not
Urkel.
Carl. Urkel. Well, I should have said it in an Urkel voice.
You should have, because I was confused for a second there. Oh, I knew Winslow. Everybody knows Carl Winslow.
What a great show.
It is a great show.
So many great shows growing up. They don't make them like they used to.
They don't. They really don't.
Yeah.
But welcome back to the Hargests on Deck podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Ashley.
Yes.
/ Urkel today.
/ Urkel today.
Yeah.
Yes, we are a husband and wife, just coming to the couches here, talking and sharing about life. That's a random way to describe this podcast, but we thank you for being here and hanging out with us today.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just like to chill.
Yes, it's a very chill Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
The Masters was on. Masters were on.
Is it still going?
Well, first off, let's start with the grammar. Is it Masters were on or was on? Because it's a singular
the Masters,
thing.
So it was on.
Was on. Okay. Well,
Yep.
it just sounded weird when I said Masters was on. So.
Well.
We're a golf family, right? Would you say that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But we didn't watch the Masters.
We didn't watch it. I watched a little bit.
I like to play golf, but I don't really watch it.
I wanted to watch. We had a lot of extra things going on this weekend, this Thursday through Sunday. But, I heard it was entertaining.
Was it?
I don't actually have
Did
no idea.
crazy things
I didn't hear
happen?
anything.
How did Tiger do?
I don't think he won. I heard he made the cut, for those who know anything about golf, but that's all I heard. I don't think he advanced. Actually, I think it just wrapped up, honestly.
Okay.
I got a notification, and his name was not at the top. So
Is he losing it a little bit?
I don't know. He's been around for a long time.
That he has.
He's tried to make a comeback, but, people still watch for him anyway. So
Yeah.
I love that we're talking about sports again, and we love sports.
Go sports. That's what I have to say. Go sports.
But I'm surprised you're not more into the Masters, though, being a golf fan.
Yeah.
I say we're a golf family, but why would I say that?
Are we a golf family?
Well, you're a golfer, and your brother is a golfer.
Yeah.
I like to play golf. I'm just not good at it.
Yeah.
You said yeah. Why would you say yeah to that? That's rude. Yeah, he's not very good.
I wasn't saying yeah to that part.
Well,
I was
seems
saying
like
yeah
you
to
were.
the other stuff. I love to play sports. I've
Yes.
always loved playing sports.
We do.
I've never been into watching them. Is that weird?
That is a little weird.
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe not. But it's. Yeah, actually, I don't know if that's weird or not.
No, I think it's perfectly
I
normal.
like sports. I actually
You like
enjoy
to
them.
watch
I like to
them.
watch them,
Yeah.
yes. Although I will say some sports are more entertaining than others. I've always been a football fan.
Yeah.
Watching football, I
never quite
love
understood
that.
the rules of football.
That makes me sad because I try and teach the boys, and I would
Yeah.
assume you'd pick up some things around the house.
I know a few things.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like what? Tell me something. Tell me something about football. I'd love to know where you're.
I quickly regret saying
I bet you
know
do,
anything.
because I don't think you know anything about football.
Well, rude.
Okay, give me
Sheesh.
something. Give me something.
Here's a handshake.
I want to know if you know
There's something.
anything. Give me a term. Something. I mean, slate is clean here. You could say anything. You could say quarterback, but you can't say that anymore because I just said it. So.
Oh, yeah. Penalty.
So you're gonna pick the thing that's in like almost every sport? That's real original. There.
Flag.
That's still a penalty.
Oh. Touchdown.
Okay, there you go. You got a touchdown.
Goal.
That's
basket.
field goal.
Yeah,
basket. Okay. This is.
I'm
I'm getting more.
No, I'm on the
depressed.
spot. I feel like I know a few things more than I used to.
Yeah, I guess so. But I've always been a fan of watching football. I love watching baseball, obviously.
Yeah, I do. If I was going to watch anything, it would be baseball. Because I understand. Like, I understand the rules of it. Although
Yes.
there are things I didn't realize because at Mason's baseball game there were rules happening. I'm like, what is going on? That's because they are baseball rules and not softball rules.
Yes.
So growing up playing softball, we didn't have these particular set of rules. That's new to me now. I should have known, I guess, from my brothers.
That's
playing.
what I was gonna say.
I was younger then, so I didn't, I guess, follow all the rules of their games. But I knew the softball rules.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Was you should know because your brothers played.
Yeah, I should.
And you guys were all there all the time. So
the big one that I did not realize is on the third strike, if the catcher drops the ball, then the runner can run to first.
Yes.
And
if there's no one there.
If there's no one there, we didn't have. That wasn't. If in softball, third strike, you're out.
Third strike, you're out.
You go to the dugout.
Well, most of the time too, in pros, the catcher's catching the ball. So in these younger teams.
But I checked with my sister today because she played softball. I was like, am I crazy? Like, did I forget this rule? Because I never knew about it. And we played for years. And she said, no, that wasn't a thing in softball. So.
I can't claim to know anything about girls softball or really the intricate rules of a dropped third strike. I'm just only going off of what I've learned. And this league, it is all about stealing bases and dropped third strikes. So a lot of walks as well. A lot of
it's the first year
kid pitch.
So
yes,
it's all new to them.
It is all new. And so kids are throwing wild pitches. The catcher is trying to catch these. And if you didn't know, we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, how do we even get
How do we get here? Well, I was going to say, if a kid throws
we started talking about
a
the Masters.
strike. We did talk about the Masters. I know, we're at
Somehow
baseball.
we're here.
I know. But real quick on the drop third strike, if a kid throws a strike and the catcher doesn't catch it, which happens a lot, kid can just steal first base, and that happens more often than not. We've had some kids strike out multiple times, yet somehow get on base because they're able to just run to first.
That is so sad to me for the pitcher.
It is.
Because they work so hard.
Yes.
To throw these great pitches.
Yes. I don't know if I want to spoil it. You gave me a really great idea not me, but you mentioned a great idea for a reel like 5 minutes ago.
Real ideas are always brewing in my head.
I say you should still do it. Let this podcast in the comment section be the encouragement to do this unless someone tries to steal the idea. I think you should do it just because it's great.
Yeah, well, we don't have to share it now.
Okay, well, we won't share it. Maybe you might see it, but it has to relate to drop third strikes.
Well, that's all I could think about in the game yesterday was how bad I felt for these pitchers that they worked so hard to get the 3 strikes.
Yeah.
Pitched 3 great pitches. And
then the catcher drops it and the kid runs to first.
If the batter gets on first, it's like, what a waste of those 3 strikes.
Yes.
What? For what? All for what?
I know.
All for nothing.
Well, the reason why we're talking so much about this before we get back into other sports, Mason, he's a lefty. Yeah. And if you know anything about sports or baseball, lefties are a hot commodity when it comes to pitchers and first basemen. And, he's been practicing. He's trying to learn how to pitch. Again, first year for kid pitch. And he might have a chance. The coach told us in our last practice they need to find more pitchers. And he might have what it takes. So
crazy.
A little nerve-wracking because I told Mason, I said, it's not just throwing the ball over the plate and getting strikes. You got to make sure you are aware at all times of what's going on so you can, because the ball is always in play. People are stealing bases left and right. So there's a lot of pressure, especially for parents out in the stands going, oh my goodness, please don't mess up. Please don't mess up.
Pitcher has a lot of responsibility.
They do.
I was the softball pitcher.
Were you?
It was.
That's special.
I loved it.
How does it feel seeing your son now potentially getting to do what you did?
It's great. Feels good.
It's great. That's great.
It's a totally different way of pitching.
I know.
I was trying to teach him how to do it, and I had no idea because I've never pitched baseball.
But you did a good job.
Softball is a whole other thing. So I was trying to teach Mason how to pitch baseball just from going off of what I've seen and
what you know.
And what I know.
So it's gonna be a good season. We're excited. Somehow we're 3 podcasts in and we've always talked about baseball. So apologies.
It's a great sport.
Non-sports fans.
We have a lot of work to do with Mason in the next 2 days because he has a game on Tuesday.
Gotta get him ready.
And his coach said he might be starting.
He might be starting pitching.
The game,
so
pitching.
We'll see. We'll see about that. We will report back to you guys. And if he didn't pitch, well,
And if we
never
don't
mind.
report back, if we don't even talk about it,
probably didn't go well.
Didn't go
No,
well.
it's all good. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. But sports, we were talking about sports we like to watch.
Yeah.
I didn't finish. The only reason why I'm going back to that is because I will say there are sports that I don't care to watch. And I just don't know why.
Basketball. You don't care to watch
I don't know
basketball.
why. I tried with a little bit of March Madness with some of the family, and if it's on, I'm not going to be like, oh, please turn it off. I can't stand this. But something about basketball, I'm like, what?
Is it boring to you?
Just give me the last 5 minutes. I mean, the last 5 minutes, great, especially if it's close, back and forth. Woo, it's exciting. And I guess it's like that with all sports. Soccer's probably the same way. But especially because it's a super low scoring game on that. But
to me, basketball and soccer seem similar.
They are similar. Like football is fun, and it's something going on. Baseball is different as well, but basketball just back and forth, and literally it all comes down to the last 5 minutes. I feel like so. Hockey the same way, but. I don't want to make
Hockey
any
makes
more.
Me nervous. I don't like when they makes me nervous when they break out into those fights.
Yes,
I get a little
that's
scared.
the best part. That's the part where it's exciting.
I stay away from hockey.
What else happened this week?
What
else is going
on? We went to a place to look for stuff for our house.
Okay, yes, we did do that.
Decorations stuff. And I found a wreath, which I've been looking for a long time. I was taking down the old one, which was very old, and it's like looks rough. Like it's seen better days.
I think there's a better descriptive word you could have used on there. And it looks identical.
That's what I was gonna say. I put the new one up. He's like, "What's the difference?" I'm like, "Are you joking?" They're both green and leafy green,
and like a little. What do you call a little haze of like a frosted? I don't know. What would you call it? It's got a little frosted look on it or something. Not frosted, but it's like a little white glaze.
The new one is
powder.
So much fuller and just looks way better. And the other one, it looked so rough. And so I think it was a huge upgrade. Brandon's like, I don't see it. I don't see the difference.
There are things.
I said, you take that negativity and you go elsewhere.
If it makes you happy, right? I'm glad we got it. But there are things where I am on the opposite side on this. That looked very similar. And I thought, what's wrong with the one we have on our door right now?
A whole lot of things, sir, are wrong with it.
On the flip side... You are like this. You are like me when it comes to your clothes, too.
Oh, totally.
And I want to throw a little, go off another tangent here, but you got a shirt recently, or a sweater, if you will.
It was a sweater.
It was a sweater. And I thought, hey, she likes it, looks cute, you keep it, whatever. And she was like, oh, I don't know, actually, because it looks a little similar to another one that I have. She returned it because she said it was too much like the old one. And I said, it was two different colors. One was blue, one was purple. Yes, they had flowers on it, but it was a totally different flower. The knitting or the material, whatever, was totally different. The buttons were totally different. Everything about the sweater was totally different. I told her, I said, it's literally like saying, well, I can't buy another sweatshirt because they both have writing on it. Like literally, that was what it was like. She couldn't do it because there's nothing similar about it.
Here's the thing. I can't buy clothes that are... If I already have something even remotely close to it, I feel like I'm just buying the same thing twice. What a waste. I already don't like spending money, and I don't buy clothes very often, so I want it to be completely different from anything that I have. But if you're comparing that to the wreath, let me just say that the wreath was to replace the old dingy to now have a new. Like, I'm not going to be keeping the old one because it looks so bad. Sweater, totally different because I'd have two of the same type of clothing.
I will say I do also like upgrading things and making a nice space to live in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure so many birds have pooped on that old one. So
okay, well, actually, there was a bird that made a nest in it.
Yeah,
and when we opened the door, it almost flew in the house.
Oh wait, is this the one that the bird died in?
It is. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, there was a bird that died in this wreath.
It's seen some
All
things.
right. Well, I forgot about that until you just said that. So
this was a much needed new wreath update.
What else happened this week? Ooh, actually, I know. I was going to say this before you jumped into wreath mode, but the solar eclipse happened this week.
Yes, it did.
That was anticlimactic. We were not in the path of totality. We were in Nashville.
No, it was crazy cool.
It was still cool though. Our kids were excited to try it. My grandmother got us some solar eclipse glasses off of Amazon, and it was really cool. We got to watch it and see what happened. I mean, I think we were at I heard so many different things like, oh, we're at 98%, 94%, 91% totality. But whatever it was pretty cool. Did not get pitch black like the last time we had one.
My parents were in Texas, and
yes.
it was
totality.
there.
Totality. It was total. A total eclipse of the heart sun.
So they said it was like nighttime.
Yeah.
There.
But we got some cool pictures with our phones.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was cool.
How do you feel about camping?
Wow, you just threw that out of left field there.
It's just something I've wondered because I don't know.
I mean, that is out of nowhere. I like camping. It's fun. Okay. Define camping to you.
I was just sitting there thinking recently, like one does.
Do you?
Sits and thinks. And I thought, camping, like we're not a camping family.
Okay.
And
Don't
I
say
feel
that
well, it's true. We have 3 little boys. And so you would think like we'd be a camping family. Like they would love it. But we're not. And I'm just curious, like how what are your thoughts on camping? How do you feel about camping?
I do like the idea of camping.
Do you?
I do. Saying that we're not a camping family, I feel it's a little unfair because...
Have we ever gone camping as a family?
We camped out in our backyard.
That we did.
I feel like we slept in a tent
we did.
In our backyard most of us slept all night long.
Trying to make memories with our kids.
Yes, most of us slept all night long.
I slept till
backyard.
4 o'clock in the morning.
I don't think so.
It was 4 o'clock in the morning when I got up. And
was it really 4 a.m.?
Yes, it was 4 a.m. and my bones hurt way too bad. I was struggling, so I did come in and get in the bed. But I stayed out there till 4.
I will say, when did we do that, by the way? What time of year did we do that?
I don't know, but I remember it feeling good outside.
It wasn't like freezing, but it wasn't hot. So was it like the fall, I guess?
Maybe.
Anyway, we did do that where we have this big tent that we got from your parents.
It was, some mom guilt involved in that happening because I was like, our poor children have never camped.
They've never done anything like this.
I mean, the things that they're missing out on because we have not taken them out into the woods to camp.
Yes, well, I was
like, we're going to go. My parents got us a tent one year. And
it's a big tent too. Like
I said, we're going to go camp in our backyard.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the best time of their life.
Was it?
Maybe not best time of their life, but it was pretty great.
It was fun. It was weird though because I mean I've been camping before. We've been camping before.
Yeah, we've been.
And it's a fun experience.
Our kids haven't legit gone camping.
No, they have not. But
I think they would love it.
I think they would too.
So we're depriving them of that.
Okay. We tried a little bit with the backyard. But what I was going to say with that is when we were out there, it was really odd because I thought we had slept all night long. I was so thrown off by the time. It was weird because in some parts, like when you were getting out, I literally thought no time had passed at all. And then somehow I felt like we had slept a whole night and it was daytime. And when I looked at my phone, it was not. Like it was still in the middle of the night because it was like, where's this light? It's the sun. Like what's going on? I don't know if it was a street light or what.
I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I remember like seeing the sun coming up.
No, don't make it sound like you were even later. You left way before.
How early can the sun rise?
What do you mean? It depends on the time of year.
But never 4 a.m.
Well, it depends on the time of year.
Well, because I am pretty sure it was like 4 a.m., but I do remember it's starting to get light outside.
No, remember it was because it was bright outside because of street lights or we must have left our floodlights on. Oh, at one point I did go up. I did. No, I think
you left the kids?
No, when you were in the tent, I went upstairs to turn off our floodlights because they were so on.
It was too bright.
Because it was so bright. But regardless, time seemed completely out of left field because I didn't know what time it was. I thought we were out there for so long, then not long enough.
See, this is why we can't be a camping family. We're so thrown off by the time. Like what day is it? At what hour is it? And have we slept? And what is this crawling on my leg?
Okay, well, that would be gross. I'm not a fan of that.
I don't see us being a camping family, but maybe we can. Maybe it's something that can be taught.
What about glamping?
Glamping.
Would you do a little glamping?
I mean, I feel like that's not camping.
Well, for those who don't know, glamping. What is it? Glamour camping? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
camping.
Glamorous.
Glamorous camping. It's like getting an RV.
It's not camping.
And sleeping in a nice air-conditioned bed and air-conditioned bed. Air-conditioned RV with a nice bed, whatever. We have amenities and stuff.
It's basically just sleeping at home.
It's sleeping, yeah, but your home is going everywhere else. I mean, that's totally
talking
fine. I know, out in the woods.
Real camping, in a tent.
I am lost
building
in
a fire,
the woods.
making s'mores, making memories, being the best parents in the world. Why aren't we doing that?
She didn't even care about my my
what
singing.
Were you singing?
There. You didn't even care. You were just like, I'm gonna keep talking. I was singing
because
a song.
I'm feeling.
What are you feeling?
Something that we need to take our kids camping. The real deal.
We could take them and do anything. I'm
do
down
whatever
for
we
that.
want.
I'm down for going camping.
Okay, you know any good campsites?
No, that's the thing. I don't know of where to take them. I'd love to take them fishing. And thankfully, your uncle is here in town. And I've been here for a while now, and we still haven't gone. But he would love to take us fishing because we'd always go up and visit them in Missouri, and they would take us fishing all the time.
The boys' fishing poles. I love fishing.
I do too. It's fun. We should do that.
Yes.
But why? We
need to, and we're not a hiking family. Like, we could be that. Well, we can't right now. My ankles are.
Okay, let's pick random things that we can't do. Well, you know what? We don't play football as a family. What in the world? Like, of course we're not going to.
I don't know. I just, let's be more adventurous.
I would love
2024. Well, now we're like halfway in.
We are halfway in almost.
2024 and a half.
2020. Okay. I don't even know where you're.
Because we're halfway through the year. It's not like we're kicking off 2024 with this
But
thought.
listen.
We're halfway through. Let's be more adventurous.
I would love to be. Just why did camping pop up? Because there's a lot of things we could do.
Because I was just thinking,
do you have some sort of like memory or something that's like, oh, back when I was a kid, we did this thing with my family and it was awesome.
We weren't a camping
Yeah, so like
family.
that's my point. Like why is camping?
Your family?
I've camped a few times.
Were y'all like a camping family?
No, but we were a performing family. We were out traveling the country, and if you would call the tour bus a campground, I'm sure we've stayed in a campground with our tour bus before in the past, but we've gone. I can remember probably 2 or 3 times in my life specifically that we went camping. Yeah. And having a fireplace, and it was fun.
I've been a few times.
And I remember. Okay, we did the Amazing Race.
Yeah.
We camped out. I mean, different tents because we were not married at the time.
Yeah, with our
church.
It wasn't youth group. It was the young adults group.
And it was that was a fun experience.
That was a lot of fun.
It was not the official Amazing Race, but it was pretty darn close. I feel like
that was so fun.
Oh man, I forgot about how much.
Yeah,
fun
I
that
drank
was.
Fish guts.
Oh yeah,
is that what was in that?
It was all kinds of stuff. There was that's a fun.
I was
story.
a lot. I feel like I was a lot more.
Adventurous? See, back when you were younger, when you had, vitality and life throwing through your joints.
My bones didn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, we all were better back then because we were younger.
Yeah.
We were in college or after college or whatever. So, but that was a fun experience for our group. It was you, me, your sister, and her boyfriend at the time. And it was awesome because we got to...
We started...
strong.
We started at the church.
Yes.
And then it took us all the way through Memphis.
Yeah, we started off in Middle Tennessee, and we went down through Jackson, through Memphis, and it was like the Amazing Race where you couldn't use your phones, you couldn't use a map, you couldn't do any of these things. You had to just know. And I traveled a lot, but I didn't know a lot of the area. I still don't know Nashville, even though I've been here my entire life. And anyway,
we don't get out much because we're not adventurous.
We're not adventurous. But my point with that was we started off strong when we had to leave the city and start traveling
we said,
west.
Well, shoot. We're getting out of our territory.
We were.
We don't know where to go.
We got there. It was a multiple day event. 3 days?
I think so.
3 days. And the first night we had to get to a campground in Jackson, Tennessee, which was about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And we camped out there. That was fun. Everybody would camped out once you got there. But I remember that next day we were probably middle of the pack. And we just got lost. It was if it was an actual TV show like The Real Amazing Race, we would have been just the sad what's happening to him. We got so lost. We drove north, and I'm not kidding. We kept driving to the point where, and we thought we were on the right path. The church had to call us and be like, "You guys doing okay?
Are you still alive?
Y'all still okay?" We're like, yeah, we're just driving, trying to find this next landmark from this clue that we have and hope it's the right thing. And finally they kind of been like, what city are you in? We're like, we're in whatever. And it was like,
what country are you in? Exactly.
You guys, we can't give any hints, but you might want to turn around. But it was pretty sad. But
it was sad.
Yeah.
I don't remember what place we got.
Oh, well, you can't just stop in the middle of the story.
Oh.
Well, obviously the last place there, but we kept working our way back up. We got back into the pack there, and then because of what happened, we had to get penalized because we were late to certain things, whatever, and we had to do other challenges the other people didn't. But because of that, we ended up getting back around, and when we got to Memphis, through the very end, we caught back up. We got 6th place out of 6th place out of 15 or 20 groups or something.
Amazing.
It was crazy. So we did better. It was okay.
What a comeback story.
It really was.
Yeah.
So.
I wish there were cameras back then.
I know. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, there wasn't social media.
I mean, that was probably.
That would have been great to see some of that footage.
Yeah, 2008 maybe? 2009? 2007? I don't know. It was right when the iPhone started coming out.
I wasn't in high school. I graduated high school in 2007, so it would have been after that.
It was after that. All right, well.
It was when we were in college.
Yeah. So it was fun. We had a great time. But another instance of being adventurous and camping. So that's a moment where the two of us camped.
I'm not saying we've never done anything fun in our lives. I'm just saying.
Sounds like that's what you're saying. Sounds like you're saying we're no fun.
Let's be more adventurous.
I am okay with that. I would love to take the kids camping.
I just don't want to go skydiving or bungee
that's
jumping.
adventurous. That is.
I have
totally
no desire
adventurous.
though. So
yeah, I don't know. Skydiving.
You have no desire either.
It would be fun, but I don't want to jump out of a plane.
No,
I would like to experience. Well, because one of my things when someone asks you what superpower would you love to have, which I'm going to ask you this in a second just for fun. Let's see. Do you know what mine is? You know.
Absolutely, everybody knows.
Oh, I'm sure everybody knows.
Flying.
I would love to fly, and so skydiving would be the closest thing to experiencing that, even though it's a free fall. But you could pretend like you're flying straight down, and that would be cool. I don't see myself jumping out of a plane to achieve that though. I would have to be pushed out. I would also have to be dragged up into the plane to take off because I don't know if I'd have the nerves to do it.
Strap on a diaper, all that stuff.
Yes. But you never know. I'm never going to say never because
I'll say never for myself.
I mean,
never.
It depends. We have some friends that skydive all the time.
Oh yeah,
they love it.
They're certified.
So yeah, I mean, you never know. I may get to my midlife crisis
Don't do that.
that I feel like is about to happen any day now.
Don't say that.
Because we're getting older. But you never know. So all right. So I said this question. You know my answer. I'm going to ask you: what if you could have any superpower? What would yours be?
I've never had one in mind.
What a boring answer.
I'm sorry. But just right now thinking about it, probably, is this a superpower? But never getting tired.
Never getting tired.
Because you could get so much done.
That's if you pick anything in the world, you would pick not getting tired.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a little lame.
I never get tired. Because I tired a lot. And I'd love to not be. And I could just get so many things done,
Wow. That is
I would be unstoppable.
That's I gotta say I've not heard that as a superpower choice.
But flying, what are you gonna get done there?
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I could go wherever. I could go I could fly across.
But what are you going to accomplish?
There's a lot you could accomplish.
Tell me one thing.
I could even potentially turn and make some money off of it too. Just
give rides.
I could fly people places.
Hop on.
I'm just saying,
Joe.
like, there's a lot you could do with that. Plus, I mean, if I need to get somewhere fast, boom. You know how fast?
We are late everywhere.
We are always late.
Not on purpose. It's not trying to be rude.
No, it's not. We're just late.
We're just late.
We leave late. I'm just saying flying is so much more exciting. And plus, I mean, who doesn't want to fly? Do you not want to fly? Do you not want to just feel the wind rushing in your face?
I get the queasy butterflies with that type of feeling.
Oh, well, I mean, I feel like if you were doing it all the time, you wouldn't get that way.
Yeah.
Just like I've always, seen some of those superhero shows and stuff, like the lightning. Whenever someone like controls like lightning or something, I'd always be like, "Ooh, I don't want to get shocked. I hate that." But if you did that all the time, I feel like you get used to it. So
yeah, well, I would love to have lots of energy.
That's a new one. I've never heard that. I'd love to know what you guys would think about a superpower. What superpower would you like to have if you could have anything? If you could do anything like that? Let us know in the comments down below if you're watching on YouTube, because that's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Man, good times.
Good times.
I mean, I feel like we have just gone all over the place today.
We certainly have. And you know what? That's what podcasts are going to be like these days. So I hope you like anything and everything. And if you have something in mind that you want to hear about or see or hear, what? Huh? Did I just repeat myself?
I don't know, but I scratched my arm and I am feeling sunburn from yesterday.
Ooh.
That hurt.
I don't know if you could tell.
Remember I told you I don't get sunburn?
You do.
But I feel it.
I said you did. I said you were a little pink. But I don't know if you could pick it up on the cameras. If you can look, I have a sunglasses tan because talking about baseball again, let's bring it full circle. We were at the baseball field. We were out there from 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m.
We left briefly to go get some lunch. And then
right back to it. We had 3 games and a practice. And I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm burnt.
We are not a camping family, but we are a baseball family.
Yes. So.
But maybe we could be a camping baseball family.
That's called travel ball, and I don't know if we're ready for that yet.
Oh, okay.
That's expensive. Anyway, I say we wrap it up here because that's just so much information all at one time. But, we're here weekly, every Wednesday, we're doing this.
Yep.
And we're going to have little reels as well on our Instagram. So check it out at Hargests on Deck on Instagram, Facebook. Thank you guys so much for watching, for listening. We're on YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you can find podcasts. Check it out every week. And don't forget to leave us a comment down below. Subscribe, follow, whatever the platform is. We'd love to see you there. And we'll check you out next week.
That's right.
Check you out next week.
To tip your waiters and waitresses.
Wow. All right.
Right?
We'll see you later, guys. No. Take care.
All right.
Have a great night.
Unless they didn't do a great job, then it's up to you. Peace out.
See ya.